Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Jarrow, and welcome to our weekly catch-up and SHEDWARS22 update. Now, if when we're going through the SHEDWARS22 videos, I don't have yours up there, please let me know. Okay, so, hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Claire. Welcome. Mike the Caveman, or should I say Wild, who's stolen hubby's phone. Well, not really stolen. Check the fire and let my little dog out. Okay. Bob should crow at her any minute now. Cool. Pardon me. Okay, so I've had a fairly quiet week this week because we haven't really been feeling all that well and just a lot of things going on. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. Oh, working on a project. What are you up to? Sounds intriguing. So, I mean, I'd love to say that we've gotten lots done this week, and we actually haven't. It's been a fairly unproductive week with me being in a lot of pain with my neck and just not being able to get a lot done. So I've been lucky to get the chickens checked and the goats milked. And now with Matthew down with a bug, it's not going well at all. But we did get some plants from the Mudbrick Herb College, so I was very excited about that. Baby goat cam shots. Lovely fun. You started learning Irish. That's very interesting. I think learning a second language is quite challenging when you're an adult. And then the other video I did was actually planting out the kangkong in the dam, which I had actually meant to only put one plant in the dam, two plants in the dam, and have the rest of them up in the, well, had two down in the dam and one in the aquaponics, but I forgot to plant it all in the dam. Evening, Bibby. So yes, the dam is looking very overgrown, and I nearly tried to drive the mower into the dam. That was not a good plan. Nearly tried to tip it over. Very glad that I failed at doing that. It wasn't actually what I was trying to do. Not quite sure what to do with this grass the way it is at the moment. The grass is quite thick going down to the dam. I'm thinking I might make a wood chip path or something to make it easier to get in there. I don't know. Haven't quite decided on that one yet. And honestly, it's not high on the list of priorities. So yes. I've been a little bit depressed with the losses, and Mike and Tom have helped me lots. And I'm feeling stronger today. It's good, beautiful. It's always harder when you lose things, when you lose stuff. And lose animals and lose plants and lose friends and you get some bulbs to plant. Lovely. Yeah, lots of hugs for Wild. Lots of hugs. So, but I'm really pleased with how the dam water is doing. It's actually, the water quality is improving greatly. I'm not sure how much you can tell on the video, but there's a toad. That's not very exciting. Definitely a toad. It's quite sad. I was hoping it was frog, but no. The water quality is greatly improving, which is great. And that's half the reason why I'm putting the plants in. But I think the other side of that too is because the previous owners' horses and cows aren't around the dam eating all of the vegetation, it means I'm not getting erosion going into the dam all the time, because previously, every time it rained, we'd end up with a golden ring around the outside of the dam as the clay and the soil and everything just went straight into the dam. So it really made it it wasn't doing well. So I'm really hoping that the plants are going to help create a habitat for fish and for other wildlife, which it's attracting lots of dragonflies, which is fantastic. They're a really good beneficial insect. And I think this week I'm going to be having some glass fish arrive, which are a plankton feeding fish. And then in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to be ordering some Australian bass because they're not quite available yet. I'll probably get some more silver perch then as well. I may not, because I do have 100 silver perch up here in the aquaponics. And my initial plan was to actually split that over the aquaponics and the dam. So I don't want to have the stocking rate quite as high as I have previously. Simply because I'm having some challenges with the... It's really starting to improve, Bibby. I'm really, really pleased with how it's all going. Especially considering the little amount of effort that I've been able to put in. My main challenge at the moment is the grass is growing so much. And I can't just get a couple of cows to get in here and clean it up because our fences aren't in a good enough state. But you get that. It's always nice to go down there and sit down at the dam and look at it though. It's just lovely. I'm looking at all the plants. I've got some reeds starting to come up, and this mulberry tree is not doing as well as I expected it to. I was hoping that it would get a lot bigger quicker, but in all fairness, the soil there is no life in it. There's nothing. So I really should mulch that more, feed it more, and water it more probably. But anyway, it's not a huge drama. You do what you can do. Hey Andy, how's it going? Hello, Light and Love 73. I believe you're a friend of Wild Edibles. Welcome. This is my dam that we're looking at the moment. But let's go back. So that's basically the extent of my week. It's been fairly quiet. We've been laying fairly low, and trying to get ready for school term starting. So that's been a bit full on as well, because I'm going to be homeschooling 2 boys this year, not just the one. That's going to be a bit big. Oh, you saved 2 mulberries today. Cut back the Madagascar bean. Yeah, I accidentally put one into a pot near the aquaponics in the backyard, near the boys' aquaponics, and it's taking over and it's grown through the pot and into the dirt. Oops, I need to move it. It's not a good spot for it. Those Madagascar beans. Anyway, so on to what's been happening with Shed Wars this week. It has been a huge week for Shed Wars 22, with entries opening up for the Northern Hemisphere. So I've got some of them added to the playlist as well. See if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay. They were last week, weren't they? Oh, there we go. Now, I think this is where we were up to. So Homestead Aquarius put out a video introducing the 2 new clubs. So you've got the She Warriors that go under the Big Blue Homestead with Sarah, and you've got the Stiff Dave No Gardening Club, and that's you join that through Laurie's World. So that's for all the guys, and the girls go to Sarah's. So that's what those videos are about, and there's some more from Dave on that. Then, oh, we showed this last week, didn't we? That was last week. And Gardening First Australia did the garden tour. Where to Begin Homestead, who is one of the volunteers from the Northern Hemisphere, she did a video on Are Frost Blankets Worth It? So that could be very interesting for anybody up in the Northern Hemisphere or that experiences frost. And Gardening Perth, Western Australia did how I prepare garden beds for the next crop. So there's lots and lots. And Serge Grows Organics got how we grow sunflowers at home. Serge has done quite a lot this week. Making, oh, this was, I showed you these this last week. Sorry, guys. I lost track of where I'm up to. So yeah, Claire's osteoporosis, Claire's country life with osteoporosis. I'm not sure what. Robert calls it something and it's not it. You're with Stiff Dave, are you? Okay. Oh, I lost track of the chat. Cool, baby. Yeah, just send them my way. Yeah, the Madagascar bean does go a bit nuts, doesn't it? Oh, Wild said I'm the place to come on Sunday mornings. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Light and Love. Thank you for joining us. Honestly, I'm a little bit behind too. I haven't had a chance to watch all of the videos. I'm getting there. I've at least got them all in the playlist, so it makes it easy for people to find. There you go. This will be the start of this week, where John actually released his entry video for the Northern Hemisphere. So, and let everyone know that they could actually put their entry videos up. Yep, lots of time. And that's the one advantage of this playlist. It means you can just click play and go from there. So it links through everybody's channel. So if you do a SHEDWARS22 video, make sure you let me know if I haven't found it. Sarah did a how to overwinter your herbs for a huge harvest in spring. That is a really interesting video. I enjoyed that one. Time to Shine Homestead's got his Northern Hemisphere entry video. Rebel Canners. Tammy has got her entry video for SHEDWARS22 Northern Hemisphere. So very excited about that. John did a 5 tips to get started with planting. So that's an interesting video that he's made. Bountiful Harvest has done her Northern Hemisphere entry video. John from Willow Grove did the Northern Hemisphere release dates. Sorry. Honestly, Bibby, I haven't done very many for this year either. I've got a heap of ideas, but just haven't put them in place. You've got a good excuse, though. You've been moving. Hi, Christine. Lovely to see you, Sandy Toes. Oh, you mentioned coffee. You'll get Rebel Canners over there. Tammy loves coffee. Now, back over to here. So Homestead Aquarius has got his Northern Hemisphere entry video. And then he did a live. So Homestead Aquarius, Robert's actually done 2 lives now. They were both quite fun, or at least fun listening to Robert talk. All good gardening, Perth, Western Australia. You're always welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yes, and Sandy Toes did insulating summer pots and dealing with powdery mildew. That was really interesting. I really enjoyed that video. Gardening Perth, Western Australia has done chain reaction. I haven't had a chance to watch that one because I only found that just before I came on. You said that? Yes, Light and Love has just started the coffee pot, so you'll have to head over there, Tammy. You're always late. That's terrible, Bibby. You've got a video coming this week showing you all how we are freezing. You got a lot of snow there. Ah, there you go. Sandy Toes just watched a video gardening post and she really enjoyed it. That's awesome. Hot chocolates. Oh, I haven't been making any lately. Which I was actually making hot chocolate for everybody like every day. And I'd put some turmeric and cinnamon and all sorts of things in it, just so that it was actually healthy hot chocolate. And because I've got lots of milk. But I haven't done it the last few days. You are making a little bit of a habit, but you're not that late this time. Not 40 minutes late this time. Anyway, so then Where to Begin Homestead has done a video all about onions, which is kind of interesting. And what is she up to now? She's got her gardening entry in for SHEDWARS22, which is really exciting. So I think it's her first year. There's another one. Q Kitchen and Beyond has done hers. She's done her entry video. Why have I not got that here? I'll have to go find that. So yeah, Q Kitchen and Beyond has got her entry video for SHEDWARS22. She's been hanging out since the end of last year. Surge Grows Organic has uploaded quite a few SHEDWARS videos with growing beans, sugar beans and corn and preparing for rain and Happy New Year land preparation. Oh, and he got Farmer of the Year. That's right. So that's all I've got in my playlist at the moment. I don't know where. I know Q Kitchen and Beyond has done an entry video. I've watched it. She literally had it up like within 6 minutes of John releasing his video. She may have taken it down to do another one. No, there it is. There we go. We'll save that to the playlist. I don't know what happened there. I thought I had that in there. So apparently, John's did his whole John Keeney thing again on his live. I didn't actually watch this, but it looks like Q Kitchen and Beyond has actually done some shorts of John in it. Oh dear. Oh my goodness, John did do it. I will have to go and watch. He said he's John Keeney again. Oh dear. Oh, it's with his karaoke face off with Cajun hydroponics. What is he doing? Oh. Okay. We're going to go find that. Oh, you time-stamped it? Good job. Hey, John's getting quite a few channel members now too. There's the karaoke face-off. You remember what the timestamp was? It was. I'll probably get myself into big trouble. The John Keeney videos are a fantastic way to get into big trouble with John. Although he keeps putting them on live videos. I don't know what he's thinking. Was it right at the end? Oh, there we go. Oh, 120, you think, was it? Oh, my internet's going so slow. You need to bleach your eyes now, baby. At least he's actually got underwear on there. Oh, Not much snow yet, only a foot or two, but cold, 40 below. He certainly looks like he's getting into the sound, music, the fun of it.
But I had to kill her. I used to love her. Oh, yeah, but I had to kill her. I knew I'd miss her.
No, you can't really taste the turmeric in the hot chocolate. You do end up with a bit of yellow around your mouth, though. You just smother your chicken in turmeric popcorn too. Okay, seafood chocolate. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So what I do, I should do a video on it. I put my goat's milk into my Thermomix. Then I put some coconut oil. Then I put some cacao in. Then I put some maple syrup in. Then I put some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and some ginger, and then turmeric. So it's actually equal parts turmeric to cacao. Then I blend it for 6 minutes at about 55 degrees, and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What John was thinking with that John Keeney. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. John does enjoy these things, doesn't he? Yeah, no one in a mankini. It's not a good look, is it? They shouldn't have been sold in the first place. He does like it. He did keep the briefs on, which was really good. He may very well have. Don't do a video of that, Walt. That would not be good. It's not quite 20 ingredients. But no, I will have to do a video. It's part of my Janderra milk challenge. So if you have a really good recipe that you make with milk, do up a video and do hashtag Janderra milk challenge. I'd love to see it. I have got so much milk at the moment. I've literally probably got about 20 litres in the fridge. And I'm getting about 3 litres of milk a day, just over 3 litres. Or maybe just under. Oh, it varies a little bit depending on how much grass the girls have got. But yes, it's quite yummy. And it's good for you too, so there's no bad ingredients in it. And you can do it without the Thermomix. I just use Thermomix because I've got one. So yes. Yes, John's been doing quite a few fun lives lately. Actually, no, Bibby, my chickens are not laying all that well at the moment. But I was getting too many eggs there for a while, and we just weren't keeping up with them. So I decided to change their feed that I was giving them. So I gave them a lower quality feed. And I knew that was going to decrease their laying. And also the heat. They are having trouble keeping water up to them at the moment. So yeah, and that's never good for laying. Garden Perth, Western Australia, the SHEDWARS hot chocolate cook-off. We could do that. Yours are laying icicles, frozen eggs. They still cook up well, I would imagine, though. We could do that. We could do a SHEDWARS cook-off challenge. Who can make the nicest hot chocolate? Although then how do you judge that sort of thing? I've always been wondering this. It's like, how do you judge a cooking competition from a video? Unless everybody kind of unless one channel tries to repeat the videos, how do you judge that? It would be very hard to actually judge a cooking video type thing. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, so yes, my Shed Wars playlist is pretty sad for this. Actually, I haven't got my Shed Wars 22 on my homepage. I'll have to fix that. See, I haven't done very many Shed Wars 22 videos, which I've been very lax on. Actually, I haven't done very many videos at all in the last 2 months. I've been a bit laid back on them. I could actually do a Shed Wars one with the video, with the milk, because I'm using milk out from the goats. Your chickens are laying instant storable eggs. Cracked, so if they are clean and cooked, it'll be okay. The dog gets them. Yeah. Yep, just pop them in the freezer. They'll be all done. So, yeah. So if there's any of your videos that I have missed, like I have no idea how I managed to miss Q Kitchen and Beyond from my playlist. I do have heaps here that I do need to watch. Yes, I've got to do the leech trap. As I said, I've got hundreds of ideas on videos. It's just having the time and the energy to actually do it, and the capacity. I'm a bit low on capacity at the moment. I need to move this one up a bit because she's that one right back here. I think it was before that even. She literally did it within 6 minutes of John putting up the his video. I was amazed at how quickly she got it up. But she's been hanging out for Shed Wars 22 to start for since the end of probably since midway through September. Yes, I've definitely got to do leech trap. Actually, that's something I forgot. I was at the shops today and I forgot to get the coffee tin. Because I normally get the glass coffee Makona, because I like those jars because they're nice to be able to reuse. I don't usually get the tins. So, yeah. Yeah, you're getting back into the groove of doing videos. That's great, Bibby. I've got so many ideas for videos. I've just got to get them done. But haven't been well. Physical capacity does make it difficult. So, and I hope my neck gets better soon. It's really making it very difficult. I can't get comfortable when I'm sleeping, so I'm not getting a lot of sleep either, which is not helping. Yeah. So yes, that's basically it for the week. I don't know that there's too much more else happening. If anyone wants to pop up and have a chat, we could possibly do that. Well, slowing it down making videos does make it a little bit slower. You've got to set up the camera, and I know the other day when I was holding the camera up trying to do the shots, it didn't work. Yes, probably a good idea. Although I think your core audience will hang around. You're thinking of strapping a GoPro to your chest while you garden and just edit the rubbish I end up doing. That's not a bad idea. Hey, it's Darren from Down Under Farm and Forge. Welcome, sir. Lovely to see you here. Hi, Mike. Yep. Go back to bed. Night night. And today you all would have laughed as I did my crazy dance, fighting off some wasps. Oh, if anyone's got any ideas for getting rid of wasps, I would be greatly appreciative. because we keep finding wasps because Jonathan keeps getting bitten. And the poor thing just screams like blue murder. And it's so hard on the little sausage. I mean, he's only 4. It's not nice being bitten by wasps. And when he gets bitten by wasps, we're talking 5 or 6 get him at once. Poor little thing. Ooh, any suggestions for canning mangoes? Mango jam. That sounds yummy. Money dance. It could go viral. Citronella oil and lemongrass. Do they get rid of the wasps, or does it just help to make the sting not sting? Oh, getting rid of them once they're there, once I know where they are, is fine. It's the getting rid of the horrible little critters. Put up a paper nest. They will stay away. A paper nest? What kind of paper nest? Yeah, the bug spray works fine, but the problem with the bug spray is Jonathan's already been stung. So I don't find the nest until Jonathan's found them. Oh, you're simmering a vegetable stew for dinner? I'm assuming that's not going to get rid of my wasps. Okay, so do I just put that everywhere? So what was that? That was lemongrass and citronella. I don't think I've had any wasps around my citronella or my lemongrass. Maybe I just need to plant more of it around the place. If it's a money dance, then you'd be a rich woman. The dance you put on ended up 9 stings across my collarbone. Oh, ouch, Christine, that's nasty. Hang a paper back, all blown up like a balloon near where he is getting bit. They are territorial and will move away if they think a paper wasp nest is near. So hang a paper back. Tammy, can you make a video of what you mean so that I can understand? Because I'm not quite sure what you're meaning. And at the moment, they're going in multiple different directions, so in multiple places. So it's basically all around the house. I'd have to put multiple up. Oh, it's really strong to them. It won't kill them, but it'll deter them. You can make a paper mache over a balloon. Oh, okay. Nuts. Different wasp in Australia. US paper. Bad, won't work. No. You can cook some herbs in water and put the spray bottle. Then you can spray it where you need. Now, the problem is I don't find out where I need it until after Jonathan's bitten. Combination of clove, geranium, and lemongrass essential oil successfully repelled wasps. Mixing. Hello. Combination of clove, geranium, and lemongrass essential oil successfully repelled wasps. So it's clove, geranium, and lemongrass essential oil successfully. How you doing, Tammy? Mixing several drops with each water dish soap, spray the bottle, and coating the area. Okay. So Darren was saying our wasps are different from your wasps.
You don't have the big paper wasp nests that are like a big gray thing in the tree?
No, I've never seen those.
Oh, because the other kinds of wasps are scared of the paper wasp because they're predators. I have a video coming out this summer from last summer where I have a wasp eating a grasshopper.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like very vicious little things. And if you put one of those out there pretending to be a paper wasp, maybe some of them have come over from the United States and you can get rid of them. I don't know. But they are scared of those paper wasps, and they'll move right out of the area 50 feet or more.
Oh, wow. Okay. But yeah, not an American wasp. Apparently baking soda on the sting will take it out. Stop it from stinging.
Yes. Make a paste, like a spit and baking soda, and stick it right on the spot, and it takes it out. The sting of the venom, it neutralizes it.
Yeah, we as Gardening Perth says, they're only little, and they make little. They're like honeycomby type wasp things. I might have to make a video of it. But yeah, it's really frustrating because we get rid of the nests and then they go and build them somewhere else, and then Jonathan finds them and gets stung again. So
we call those mud daubers. Are they like making little mud nests?
No, it's not mud. Yeah, it looks like the inside of honeycomb, but it's not. It's like a little bundle type thing. Yeah, we don't have woodpeckers. Bibby's not going to come and visit me with. I can understand that, between the snakes and the wasps.
I'm right there with you, Bibby. I have an EpiPen for the same reason.
2 types of wasps here, mud and paper. So Darren's saying it's the mud Valpa.
So then if you make one of those, if you take a brown paper lunch sack and like you're blowing in it to prevent hyperventilating, and you blow it up, seal it real quick, put some tape on there, hang it from the tape end, it will scare the other wasp away.
I can give it a try. What's it going to hurt?
They think it's a paper wasp nest. If you have paper, he said mud and paper. If you have paper wasps, the mud wasps, the mud daubers will find somewhere else to live very fast.
Okay. That's interesting.
You just hang them up like under your eaves where you put your new roof, because that's where they naturally would be.
Okay. Yeah, it's really strange. They seem to be nesting in places that are Jonathan height. So they're not. We've had some up on the roof, but not down low. Here we go. See if I can show that. So that's what the nest looks like.
Yeah, I'd try one of those paper bag things just to see if it.
Well, it can't hurt.
Move them on.
Sounds like a pretty simple thing to do. That's what the little bludgers look like.
We have a name for those. As a honeybee keeper, we have a name for those. But I can't say it in polite company.
That bad, huh?
Something about A and holes and wings.
Oh. Yes.
They're just mean. They're like, it's a good thing they're small because they're just mean.
They are. They're really nasty and they're quite aggressive.
And one honeybee can only sting you one time.
Yeah, not these
One
guys.
wasp can sting you hundreds of times until you kill it.
They're just horrible. No, our wasps are horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible little creatures.
Yes.
What's Gardening Perth? A-hole wings. I can see how that fits. So can I.
It's a-holes with wings. That's what we call them.
They're nasty. I've heard they actually come in and destroy beehives.
Yes. Yes, they will.
So there's no way in the world I'm getting beehives until I get these wasps under control.
And like my neighbors have a beautiful antique pear tree that's really, really sweet. And as soon as the fruit drops, you can't walk in the yard because they're just out there all over the fruit. And they're horrible. So I throw all the neighbors down to pears to my chickens.
I'm not sure if these wasps are actually stinging or if they're biting. I'm not sure. But they're nasty and they can bite multiple times.
Yes.
I'm sure there were nests under the awnings because all the rain we've had. Only one and dry place going around. Yeah. I'll see we're getting them. They're under bookcase, like under metal shelves. They're under chairs, under the swings, under the eaves. I'll see that the areas that they're in, they're not even eating out there. So they don't leave sweets outside. So I'm not sure. No, they hang around the water holes. Yeah, we've got water everywhere at the moment. Well, not everywhere, but
Makes sense.
it's definitely good advice not to eat sweets outside, but the boys don't eat sweets outside. So
Wasps actually really like meat too. So like if you're grilling a hamburger, they'll go for you for that too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They're carnivores or omnivores.
Yeah, suburban fences. Ah, cool. Thanks, Sandy. Rose, Christine. They're horrible little creatures.
I agree.
It'd be nice. I'll have to do some investigation to see what their natural predator is, because they're just horrible. Absolutely horrible. They go for the fizzy drinks and fruit juices. Yeah, the boys don't. They mostly drink water. There's a cooking challenge, hamburger wasp. I don't think so. Yeah. I've got lots of birds. The birds aren't going after them. I did have a lot more wasps around the aquaponics last year, though, so they might be decreasing. I don't know. I'm going to have to... There's got to be some way of getting rid of them. But I will definitely try the paper bag, see if that helps. It's not enough birds. Are there ever enough birds? Well, actually, no, that's true. You can have enough birds. One bird will eat two and flies away. It needs thousands of birds.
That might be a little rough on the garden.
Yeah. I don't think the garden would survive. Mind you, it probably depends on what I've got in the garden. I don't know.
Well, I'm trying a little trick with my permaculture right now.
Yeah.
I'm putting my bird feeder. I've moved my bird feeder to where I want the birds to plant edible plants. So I put my bird feeder over where I want them to put some things for me.
So natural enemies of wasps include praying mantis, robber flies, other wasps, centipedes, spiders, lizards, frogs, birds, bats, mice, and rats. Might attract more praying mantises. I think that list is the only thing I really like out of that list. I like the frogs.
Frogs and birds. See, and the enemy of wasp or wasp, that's why the paper bag trick.
Why the paper wasp? Yeah, okay. Gardening Per says, I don't need any more birds. I get no nectarine harvest because of them. You'll have to put an exclusion net over the top of your nectarines. But yes. Anyway, so how's your week been? What have you been up to?
I can't even remember. Mostly babysitting for my cousin's kids. And then I worked at a part-time job I have this week, so which is also working with kids for the school system.
Nice.
So I don't know, it's just fun. And I'm trying to get my winter gardening. I want to do some winter sowing, so I'm trying to collect milk jugs.
Milk jugs are good for using for pot plants.
Mostly
Looking
just
forward
getting ready.
to seeing your Shed Wars entries. That's going to be exciting.
I am a lazy gardener. I'm not like a foo-foo
I
gardener.
like the idea.
I do everything lazy, so I don't know.
As long as it works.
And I don't follow the rules because I'm a rebel. So I'm probably going to be in trouble with John every day.
Oh, I doubt it. Unless you're planning on doing music videos over his videos or showing his John Keeney all over the place, you should be fine.
No, I'm still trying to scrub my eyeballs with bleach from the first time. That's the thing, is that video, like he did the video and I was asleep and I woke up and I'm like, oh, what's on YouTube? And I opened it just at that moment.
Oh, no.
With no context. It was scary.
That would have been scary. See, lazy gardener. 2 words that fit me well. That's the advantage of mulch. I'm a very lazy gardener. That's why I like aquaponics.
Yeah, but see, I had my mulch delivered. I've been too lazy to spread it out. That's a problem.
Is it lazy or too busy?
Busy.
You have a lot going on.
Once I'm there full time, because I'm moving to the property full time. I should have been there already.
I don't think wasps produce anything other than other wasps.
No. Pain. They just produce pain.
Pain and other wasps. They're horrible little creatures. I don't believe they have any redeeming features.
They are nature's cleanup crew. But
yeah. Darren can't do wood chip mulch. He's allergic to the fungus that grows on it.
Oh, but I planted fungus on my wood chip mulch on purpose. I planted King Strabonius mushrooms. I inoculated all of my mulch, so I get the fungus of choice and not just any fungus.
Very important. Gardening Per says, yes, they produce pain. Yes, I haven't found any redeeming feature for wasps. There may be. And every time I say that about something, I end up finding out what the redeeming feature is. Darren doesn't like wood chips.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And different environments need different things too. So
I'm just still finding out what works best on my property. So
see, half the reason I like wood chips is because they break down slowly. Very slowly. That's what I like about them. It means you mulch the garden and it stays mulched for a very long time. See, it's a lazy gardener thing.
Yeah.
Gardening Per says, give it 10 years, Darren.
If your daughter hasn't put you in the nursing home yet, you'll like
no, he hasn't put in the nursing home yet. So Claire says, a nan used to say, nature gave us bees. Man took the bee, played, not nice with it and made the wasp.
Yeah, see, that's not fair, Bibby. She says, I use tea tree mulch. That's not fair. We don't have tea trees here.
Well, see, that's why you use a combination of different mulches. And the wood chips does feed your garden. It just takes time. It doesn't happen quickly. It's a slow process. Yeah, Nan said lots of things like that.
And my garden is 6 acres, so it would take a lot of expensive mulch where the wood chips I can spread out cheaply.
Yeah. Yeah, I love wood chips. And they break down fairly quickly in my garden, actually. I think it depends a lot on your climate. I think it's Living Traditions Homestead, they found that wood chips in their area was really bad because it attracted different bugs.
Mm-hmm.
I think it really can be dependent on your area.
Yeah. Claire,
Can't feed through the wood chips. That's why Back to Eden is flawed. The wood chips feed the garden, though. And you can feed through the wood chips. I put worm juice on my garden all the time. Now, the big challenge with it is if you only get small amounts of rain, it doesn't go through the thick wood mulch. But you get that with any thick mulch.
Claire, I think I would have loved your grandmother. I love sayings like that.
6 acres, isn't that a farm?
Actually, legally, I am a farm. I do have my legal farm exemptions.
He was Claire's grandma was a wonderful gardener. Her Nana taught her to grow.
Sorry.
Oh, Claire's Nana taught her to garden and grow and cook.
I was replying. My 6 acre farm, my only livestock is bees. So
it counts.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Wood chips are great to use on low traffic areas. It's also really good if you get a muddy patch. Like we've got a patch that would go between the house and the shed at the moment. And it was just getting so muddy and slippery that I just put a layer of wood chips down and made it so that Mum wasn't going to slip anymore. The Darren uses bagasse and pea straw, much better nutrient takedown. Actually, the wood chips are only going to use the nitrogen if you actually dig them into the soil. If you just leave the wood chips on the top of the soil, they actually don't take the nitrogen out of the soil. It's a bit of a fallacy, that one. But
yeah,
wood
I'm
chips
just
aren't
using them
for everybody. Gardening person should make a video on that. What wood chips did to my backyard. Do not drop a seed. See, the nitrogen, you're going to have the nitrogen issue if the wood chips go into the soil. That's why you don't dig it through. It's just there on top.
Once it breaks down, it releases everything it's absorbed. So
yeah, it does.
It really, you really are only, it's a temporary thing, especially if you keep them on the top.
Yeah. Wood chips are not a quick mulch. If you're wanting a quick mulch to feed your garden, you don't use wood chips because that's going to take time for it to break down. It's at least a 2-3 year process.
Oh, my pile is already breaking down.
Yeah, so is mine.
The bottom. I got to get
making beautiful soil.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Anita Lusky. Lovely to see you. Happy to help with a bedtime story. It's getting a little bit late. Anita lives about 35 minutes from me. Working on trying to catch up with her sometime. Have a cup of coffee and scones or something, I think was the suggestion.
Coffee?
She
Did someone say coffee?
You love your coffee.
I do. I haven't had any this morning yet. Can you tell? I just threw a sweatshirt on over my jammies and came up.
Works for me. All I know is that my gardens thrive on the wood chips. Absolutely thrive. And most of it is it holds the moisture in. So it either holds the moisture and then releases it slowly. So it stops the garden from being overwatered, or it stops it from being underwatered.
And that's a problem for me too, because part of the year I'm overwatered and part of the year I'm underwatered by nature. So
and we need to keep adding nitrogen to the soil anyway. That's what pigeon peas are for. And other legumes and nitrogen fixers.
And rabbit manure.
Yes. And goat manure.
My fertilizer of choice is rabbit dew.
So Wild says, I dig then don't dig now for years. Yeah. Cool. It's all good.
Soil is my problem right now with my garden. I don't have good soil, and that's what I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. I have all sand, so I need actual soil in my sand.
Lots of organic matter.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of organic matter. Need to feed the soil food web. Yes, I always have rabbits. My mulch is pine shavings and rabbit poop. I don't like pine shavings. Pine shavings are bad. They tend to have a serious lack of nutrients. And they take a long, long time to break down. See, the other side of it too is when you're talking about wood chips, what are you talking about? Because you've got the wood shavings, then you've got the landscape perfect painted wood chip bark, or then you've got a whole tree that's been chopped down and you've got the leaves and everything.
That's what I have.
That's what I use as well.
I had a tree service guy that owed a friend of mine a favor. And so I bartered for that favor, and now the tree service guy is dumping all of his cuttings where he just shreds the trees on my property.
And that's awesome. Actually, what I've done is I've put the wood chips in for bedding for my chickens, and the chickens have just turned it into beautiful compost. Beautiful compost.
Yes.
I just got to get it out of the chicken coop and onto the garden. That's the hard part.
Yes.
Yes. Pine shavings are free for me and my sand eats them up within a year if mixed with rabbit poop. Cool. You do need to be careful. But if pine shavings are free, you work with them. I mean, we use pine shavings in our composting toilet. So eventually I will be using that around my fruit trees.
How long have you been using the composting toilet? Is this new, or did you have one before the trailer?
We had one when we were at the previous property, so probably maybe 3 years now.
Because
So we've been here for about 8 months.
I just got the one for the cabin, and it's going really well, but I'm not there full time.
I'll see. We don't have a commercially available composting toilet. We have a commode chair and a 20-litre bucket, and sorter.
Mine is just a little fancier than yours. Mine came out of a pop-up camper. It has a commercial chair that sits over the 5-gallon bucket.
I'm pretty sure I got my commode chair off Gumtree which is similar to your what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, Craigslist. So similar to your Craigslist. But yeah, I've been using it for years. Mostly since we became off grid with water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because we've only got the tank water. Right. I don't like using drinkable water in my toilet.
And see, my well, there's a story with my well. My well, I only have a gas pump, so then I got to get the little pump out, hook it up to the well, turn on, put in the gas, start it up, pump what I want to my tote, IBC tote, and then, or I'm carrying drinking water to my 5-gallon barrels. So I don't want to use any water in my toilet either. Too much work.
It uses a lot of water. It's a big waste of water.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this up. I mean, this is a video that I did. Like, I'm not going to play the whole video, but it shows you what my composting toilet is like. And it's honestly the cheapest toilet system you can get. That's it. Works beautifully for Mum. Means that Mum can have one in her room, so she doesn't have to wander anywhere during the night, which makes life a lot easier. So yes, composting toilets. Good fun. I have seen people say that they've kind of gotten it a bit confused on how you use it. Like I think one of the SHEDWARS, I think it was Resonance Farm, they built, Darren did a build and craft challenge for us last year, and they made an outdoor composting toilet. So he built the whole building for it. And he said you use 1 scoop for number 2 and 2 scoops for number 1. It's actually the other way around. So you do 1 scoop for 1 and 2 scoop for 2s.
Yeah.
But basically, you just got to make sure you bury it.
That was the problem. My son wanted to use a lot more than 1 or 2 scoops for anything.
You just got to make sure it's covered.
Yeah.
My boys have a dreadful habit of not covering it when they do a number 1. And then the bucket ends up so full of liquid that it becomes so heavy I can't move it. So I've got to wait for Gavin to move it. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. And we were told that a septic system was going to cost us over $24,000. So that was at the previous place. There was a septic system in place there, but it wasn't big enough for what we needed. And I'd been watching Doug and Stacey's videos on their toileting composting system. It just works brilliant. Now the biogas toilets, that I'm very interested in. I want to set one of those up for Mum. Because the composting toilet is a little bit tricky for her because she does have to take the bucket out. And that can get a bit heavy.
I want to try one of those because you can use the biogas then to cook.
I want to try the biogas.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more expensive than a commode chair and a bucket. Hello.
How are you?
yes, I definitely want to try the biogas system, but I really have to convince the husband to let me spend that much money. And he's not enthusiastic about spending anything at the moment. Not until we've figured out what's going on with the house. And oh my gosh, I've got to do a video on that yet. Hi, Tiffany. I've been working on how to do a video after a phone call I got from my insurance company this week. Not a fun phone call. Most of it's been sorted out, but I still have to work through what to do with the concrete, because they're not going to cover the cost of the concrete being fixed. And until the concrete's fixed, they can't do a lot of the other stuff. So I've got to find somebody that's local that might be able to do it.
Is it something that can be patched, or is it going to have to be taken up and...
I don't know. This is half the problem. I just don't know what we're supposed to be doing with it. Actually, Andy, do you actually have contact details for, was it Doug? The backyard gardening with Doug? No. Feed yourself with Doug. I know I've seen you on his channel. Have you got his details? Because he did say something about it might be able to help me at one point. And I tried to contact him on one of his videos and he didn't reply. And I don't think he had an about page with an email address or anything. Yay! Can you send him my details, or send me his details or something? Yes, he's a builder. And he's done a heap of insurance work before too. But yes, I just don't know what's happening with it. Still don't know what's causing the concrete to be wet. Although I think I may have found where I may have a leak in one of my pipes. So that could actually be the cause of the problem, even though it's on the other side of the house. But apparently it doesn't matter.
It could.
The water will travel. Yeah. So, but yeah, so I'm going to have to get him to come and... It's so difficult to get anyone to come and do anything. But yeah, I got a phone call from the insurance. What was it, on Tuesday, I think it was, saying your entire claim has been declined.
No.
Oh, I was not having a good day at all. I mean, and that's half the reason why I haven't done any videos either, because I'm still processing what's going to happen with that and how I work through this and where to from here. So,
and the stress from that is going to cause the migraines and fibromyalgia,
and it's making the neck a lot worse. And like I went to the chiropractor and she said there's some sort of lump on my neck that she hadn't seen there, but hadn't noticed before. And she said she's going to keep an eye on it. She said she doesn't think it's not a lymph node. She said it might be a cyst, but she just doesn't know. So, but it's so sore. So sore. It's really nasty. So yes, sitting in the one spot's probably not good for it either. But I do have my computer raised up like a good 3 inches higher than what I usually do. So that's making it so I'm sitting at a better height. Well, I'm still slouching over. But yeah, so I'm not sure what's happening with the house. It's just... Yay! Darren's about to have food. The chops are on. But yeah, I was probably on the phone to the insurance company for about 5 hours, just trying to sort out what was going on, what had happened, what does this mean, where do we go from here, and so yes, I don't know.
So we're just
health is more important than a house.
We're gonna put it in God's hands, and everybody in here is gonna pray for you that you get a good resolution.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of figuring out what's going on and where to from here. Honestly, if we didn't have this expandable container house that my mum is buying, I would have completely lost the plot. But yes.
Oh, Darren's going to tease us now.
Yes, he's good at teasing us with food. He's good at teasing you with lots of things, actually. That's one of his great strengths, is teasing people. But you know Darren likes you when he teases you. And he sent it to me over Messenger, which means I need to get Messenger open. Because then I can show everyone what Darren's dinner looks like. See if I can get it open. Of course, then it's going to start binging all over the place, isn't it? Go bing, 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 bing. It's literally a picture of the chops. Proof that he's about to eat. Let's see if we can show you the proof that he's about to eat. There we go. Proof that Darren is about to eat. It's early. What? It's 11:15. Oh, Darren never has dinner before 9 o'clock. Thank God it's only you. Oh. Me, no. God, yes. He is my strength. Where I'm weak, he is strong. Yes. Darren is on American time.
Breakfast. He'd be having breakfast. Not that you can't have steak for breakfast, but.
Yeah, it would be 12:15 for you, wouldn't it, Darren? But yes, you're absolutely correct. Health is way more important than a house. But having a safe and solid place to live is rather important. But yeah, it's all good. Oh, yes. How many sleeps to go, Darren? How long before you get to go over to visit your love? Very exciting. We've all been waiting for how long has it been that we've been waiting for him to be able to go over? It'd be nearly 2 years, wouldn't it? Wasn't he about to go over? Oh, it's been a long time.
I'm sure Terry's excited too.
Oh, Terry would be over.
She's here in the morning. Where is she? Must be under some snow. She's getting that winter weather we've got coming through.
Well, you guys are in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
She's
not in the north.
Oh, she's not in the north?
No, that's not the north. No.
Oh, okay.
Not even close.
Are you guys being affected by, is it Izzy?
We're not yet. I don't think it's going to even touch here.
Okay, cool.
All the people who don't get winter weather are getting Izzy. And then it's going to go up the coast and hit John and the west coast, or east coast, I mean. Yeah.
I did see that Will It Grow was going to get hit with it.
Those of us who are used to it and like it, we're not getting anything. Just cold.
Okay.
It's
21 more seats to go.
It's -2 degrees Fahrenheit. We're just getting the cold.
-2. Chilly. Chilly, chilly, chilly. It's not -2 here. We're at 32 Celsius.
You have summer.
32, 30. I think it got to 34 today. Which is still relatively cool for this area, but we're getting the humidity And this area usually has the dry heat, so the humidity's a killer. I can handle 45 dry heat. I can't handle 29 humidity.
Yeah.
My brain just starts to shut down.
We have a lot of humidity where I live, so.
Oh, there you go. Tiffany said they should be fine. She's not far from John. Sandy Toes actually had a bit of an interesting experience last night. There was a volcano over at Tonga that erupted. So the whole southeast coast of Queensland was under a tsunami warning.
Oh, yeah. And so was the whole west coast of North America.
But Sandy Toes says you could barely see any ripples in the ocean even. So, and she's right on the coast, being on Bribey Island. Wild's 40 below Celsius.
Oh.
37C, wind chill, but temperature is minus 27. Gardening Perth, 0 degrees in 3 consecutive days. We all die. Perth gets very high temperatures. They don't get cold.
Well, I have a cousin, and her son goes to Antarctica every winter. Like, he's a cook in Antarctica.
Okay. Intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Darren's trying to work out how to mail and save on customs. They got a taxis going in and out of the country, don't they? Oh dear. But I think on that note, it's like getting close to 20 past 11 here. I might have to shut it down for tonight. Oh, Darren's actually doing a video of his chops. Intriguing. We'll have to wait and see that. Yeah. Not tonight, though. Well, you enjoy making your video, Darren. Thank you for popping in. And thank you for joining me, Tammy. It's always lovely to have you up on the stream.
Well, thank you. I was just hanging out anyway after. I was listening to the prayer one and doing some editing. So, no.
No. I'll have a good day. Sorry. Daytime for you. Night, Darren. Well, you guys have a fantastic day. And thank you, everyone, for joining me. It's always lovely to have you all with me. See, Wild was born and raised in Canada, so she's used to it. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will catch you all in the comment section. Hope you all have a fantastic week. And yeah, remember, you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting. Have a great one. Bless you.